Hi Layla, it's Mark from over in the UK. Fantastic blog post. I love the fact that people talk about, the free line, which is what he's really talking about, where the movement from free into paid. And I think it's really this simple, that when people are starting out, online, they're looking for somebody to help them. They're looking for information. They're looking for leadership. And in my experience, multi-level marketing, the majority of people, and I believe, on somebody's blog, I can't remember who it was, talked about the fact that anybody can be involved in MLM. You don't need a college education, you don't need a degree, you can just get involved from, Joe Blogs with no qualifications and make an absolute fortune. But that isn't quite all the story. As you know, there is a learning curve, and it's whether you really want it enough to push yourself through the obstacles, push yourself through the learning processes that are going to make you worth, $5,000, $10,000, $100,000, a month, or whatever it is you're looking for. Where the free line really comes in is people sometimes, they get hooked on the free. And it's like the freebie seekers. And I know myself, I built a list actually in your industry, in the multi-level industry, full of people that just wanted the free stuff. They were never going to buy in a million years, but you don't know that until you've done it. So I found it's quite a needy industry. People tend to join it because they're maybe looking to make that extra money, and they're in that catch-22. They haven't really got enough money to invest, but they're hoping that this new opportunity that's come along is going to be the answer, and it's going to give them the money to invest later on. So really it comes down to whether they invest their time, energy and effort learning the skills, acquiring the knowledge, and people like you make it happen. People like you and Toby make that happen. You facilitate the ability for people to start with absolutely nothing more than a desire and a bit of grit, and you give them the information that they can implement in order to get that ball rolling. And I think that's absolutely fantastic. As far as anything else is concerned, at some point then the information has to go from a free model to a paid model. But it's quite simply this, that when you have a repository, something valuable like workwithtobyandlayla.com, that is a repository of all your information that you've shared up until now, and this has never been available really before, other than producing books and audios and that people had to buy. You can brain dump your learnings, brain dump all your information into this repository that people can dip into, and it really doesn't cost you any more to run it, and it really doesn't cost them much to dip in and absorb that information. And this is really revolutionizing, but you can't shortcut the amount of hours, the sheer investment of effort, time and energy, and probably money in your case, where you've invested in yourself, you've learned, took the courses, met the people, and you've put that knowledge and added your spin into that repository, into that blog. And that's where everybody needs to be. That's where people start. As far as moving that into a paid method, well, of course, people are going to come along who are going to want that one-on-one leadership. They're going to want somebody to be able to, guide them through it and possibly shoulder some of the weight. And I think that there is some room for a paid model. Where people can obviously work with you directly, one-on-one, and shortcut perhaps some of the time. Now, whether or not you want to work with people like that, that's one of those things. I don't know, if you spent 20, 50, 100,000 of your dollars, of your own money, investing in a software platform or some kind of system that you knew worked, and it would systemize the learning processes, and it would give people access to proprietary systems and software that could seriously accelerate their growth in their businesses, then of course that could be something they want to pay into. And then it's time to develop your own business, your own software, your own systems, your own platforms and tools that are going to facilitate the growth of your own organization, whether it's your own products, your own services, or alternatively somebody else's. Either way, it's all exciting times. Information marketing, network marketing, internet marketing, as it continues to converge, this is where we all can work together and build something that's extraordinary. So thanks for bringing that up. I think it's a very powerful point, and I hope we do get some input from some of the other leaders that I know are watching your blog and following you guys. So big shout out, Toby and Layla. You guys rock, and I'll see you on the next post. Take